were 10 years old when they bombed the 16th Street Church.
Absolutely. I grew up in a small town about 50 miles from here, but all of our news media came out of Birmingham, so we were keeping up very much with what was going on in Birmingham, because that wasn't the first bombing, it wasn't the last. There were many churches bombed. Unfortunately, that is the only one where someone was killed in the church. My thing was, I had never known of any child to be killed or died, even just of natural causes, so it was very traumatic.
Yes.
That they were at church during church service. Sunday school just rocked my world. So I was afraid to go to church. I was afraid it would be bombed. In our hometown, there were some civil rights rallies and marches and so forth. So you just didn't know. I finally went back to church in November, and that is the same week that they killed President Kennedy.
Oh my goodness. There's a lot going on.
So the bombing took place in September of '63, and he was killed in November of '63.
Was he killed in Birmingham?
No, killed in Texas.
Texas, okay.
And, by then because I considered myself a civil rights activist from the time I was 8. Okay. We were all in love with President Kennedy. The new policies, the fresh new face, the behavior that seemed to take some notice and account of black people. So again, a horrible blow for them to kill him. I lived in fear for many years that Dr. King would be next. And it still kind of amazes me that it was 5 years later before he was murdered. In 1968, by which time I was junior high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that affect your family? When
A
Dr.
lot.
King?
My mom had always been a voter. She actually paid the voting poll tax. In order to vote, she had to be tested.
Yes.
And she said the one question she remembered them asking her was how many bubbles were there in a bar soap. And she told them all of them. And so they let her vote.
Wow.
But, my mother voted in every election from the mid-40s when she initially registered to vote until she passed at age 71.
Okay. As far as segregation goes, when everything was segregated, were you around
in school?
then?
Yeah. I went to segregated schools throughout school. My schools were all black. During my senior year in high school, I did take classes at the predominantly white high school because those courses weren't being offered at our school. But other than that, my elementary school, my high school, middle school, college, with Talladega College, all black. I think it has tremendously helped me because I do have knowledge from that period of time that a lot of people, even my age, don't have because they didn't study.
Right.
A lot of information like DEI now is being used to suppress, but there's always been suppression of information in the United States about black people. It's nothing new, unfortunate. Just today, so University of Alabama at Birmingham is a huge employer here. I think it's actually the largest employer in the city of Birmingham. Just this week, they have decided to end a scholarship that was given by a black family in memory of their father, who was one of the black doctors who treated the civil rights people when they were injured. That scholarship had been in place since 2013. And it was for medical students, black medical students who needed financial assistance.
Yes.
And they have shut it down. They sent the money back to the family.
And that was this year?
Yeah, that was like last week.
Last week.
Yeah. And their rationale is because of the DEI policies.
Yes.
A lot of black people haven't really been complaining. We've just kind of accepted when they shut down this, they shut down that. But I'm ready for the battle
We just have to stick together.
We do. And
have to stick
one
together.
thing about sticking together, we have to have basic knowledge. A lot of times the media tends to hide the stuff, you know. So people say, well, DEI, DEI, DEI. What does it mean?
Mm-hmm.
What does it even mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just another form of suppression.
Mm-hmm.
Another of my college classmates posted on Facebook today. She has just discovered and obtained a copy of the Ethiopian Bible, and she is mad furious. She started out by saying, we've been bamboozled. They've lied to us. They've hidden things. And I'm like,
And
girl,
they're
how did
still
you
doing
graduate
it.
with me from college and you just not read the Ethiopian Bible? Because I read it in college. And part of my fury stems from the fact that so much was hidden. People were lied about, you know, when, for instance, England, okay, they were all in the panties in the war because Harry was marrying Meghan, a black girl. Boy, hush, your great-grandmother was black.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth's grandmother was black. Don't trip. You know, there have been other black queens in European countries. Yeah, but we don't know that because they just don't mention it and we don't go looking.
And all they do is act like we're violent, we're
Yeah.
dangerous,
Yeah.
we're thieves.
Yeah, all of that.
The young
When,
people believe
you know,
it.
I tell, look, I used to work with a chick white girl, woman, and she was, you know, confiding one day, trying to be whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, well, Shirley, I don't mean any harm, but, you know, if I pass a bunch of black guys and they're just kind of standing around on the corner, it really does make me nervous. I said, well, you want to hear what makes me nervous? White men in black business suits with white shirts and black ties carrying briefcases, because those are the rascals that stole the country, killed a whole people, destroyed another people. I mean, really?
And still doing it.
Really, but you scared of some black men innocently standing on a corner. Yeah. She didn't speak to me for a long time, but I give her credit because when she did speak to me again, she came with an apology.
Yeah.
You know, she
That's
was
what
like,
usually happens.
yeah, because they know they're wrong. I mean, a lot of the stuff, yeah, they've been taught.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been part of their tradition in their families and communities, but you know it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's wrong. My community is riddled with young men killing each other.
Community here in Birmingham?
Oh, God, yes.
What's the name of
the
that
murder
community?
rate is ridiculous here. Oh, just Birmingham, period. Birmingham's murder rate was off the chart. It's coming down because there have been some intensive efforts.
Mm-hmm.
But 2024,
Mm-hmm.
we actually have one community member responsible for at least 18 deaths. Deaths
In the black community?
in the black community. And more than 40 people injured.
What is it over?
Gang, drugs, sex, money. Round and around. This boy he's now 23, but he was 22. The mass shooting that was in Birmingham that was in the news last year,
Mm-hmm.
he was in on that. Matter of fact, there were 2 mass shootings that he was in on.
Mm.
This is a young man that I'm told was bullied in school, didn't have the best of things growing up. His dad was a gangster and is still in prison. I'd rather see us working toward individuals than talking this, we all got to get together, because we ain't all gonna ever get together. That's just not a rational solution. So we have to work on the people around us, whether it be 1, 2, or 10.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to have 100 people to make a difference. We just need one.
Mm-hmm.
We just need one who's educated and committed, and will get out and do the right things. Now, I worked tirelessly campaigning for Juneteenth, for the right to vote, for women's rights. You know, back in the day, as quiet as it's kept, until 1973,
Mm-hmm.
women in this country could not have credit in their own names.
Until 1963?
1973, the year I got married. I could not even get a credit card in my name, though I was working. had a full-time, well-paying job with the state of Alabama, and could not open a checking account, could not get a credit card. If I'd gotten a divorce in the early 70s, well, even so, had to fight because it was assumed automatically the children would go with their father because he was the income earner. So women, black, white, and the other, lost custody of their children or stayed in miserable conditions to keep the family intact. These are documented facts, baby. I ain't talking about nothing I heard.
Yeah, this is stuff that...
You know, I actually went to a bank with my cash money and tried. And no go.
Was that a law in place? Okay.
You just had to change the law so women could. It wasn't written that you could not. It just was understood that you could not. So the law had to be, law had to be enacted. So, you know, back when then abortions were illegal. Okay. I don't want to say, but yeah, I know several people who died as a result of having illegal abortion.
I believe it might start back.
It's going to, because of the way that, look, they got this woman down there now on life support. The woman is dead. She is legally dead. They are keeping her, quote unquote, alive because she's pregnant.
I heard about that.
Baby, that's the sickest thing I have ever heard of in my life. I'm like,
right.
What's this baby gonna be like?
It's just like everything is. The system is collapsing.
Yeah.
Because nothing's making sense anymore. But I think it's gonna get better.
I would like to believe it.
Yeah.
When they reelected Donald Trump, that said a lot to me. Because that wasn't just white women voting for him. That wasn't just white men. That wasn't just racist white women and men. There were black people, Hispanic, and the woman.
Yes.
This man is up here pardoning felons. He himself is a convicted felon.
That's why he's doing
34 counts. Really, sir. Got this, and I'm going to show you this right here.
Okay.
This I posted on my Facebook page. Baby. Sister read the riot act, and she ain't told not one lie.
I'm gonna have to get that video.
Oh, baby, she whacked. Yeah, go in all the way to the back.
I didn't know he saw. Okay, I'm gonna look at that.
Now, baby, she spoke. She spoke well, and
it's a lot of people coming out and speaking against.
And you say like coming out, I guess because I've kept a network of friends who are activists in one way or another. So we've been speaking out. We ain't stopped. We ain't stopped.
I guess social media is helping it get out faster.
It is, because the regular media, baby,
they stop it.
They make me sick.
Yeah, they put out what they want to put out.
And I tell people and they laugh. It's like, I don't even have a TV in my home.
You know what?
I have not had a TV in my home since 1997. This is 2025. My youngest child graduated high school in 1997, and promptly, baby, I got rid of the TV and cable and anything to do with it. I really have never been a fan of TV because it's always shown us in such a bad light.
Yes. They try to do that on Facebook a lot.
Good baby. Back in the day when Shirley Temple was kicking it and boo and bouncing her blonde curls. And then they showed us buckwheat. Girl, you recording, so I will not tell you how I responded to that. But I was not a happy camper about that. You know what I'm saying? Because we are beautiful.
Right.
And everybody is. Everybody in their own way is beautiful. But how dare you try to make that the standard of beauty for us? Because there's no way we could achieve that. Yeah, my name is Shirley, in part because of Shirley Temple. Oh, I could tap. I got paid for tapping. But that rankled in my spirit. That hurt me. When I look down, I don't see white skin. When I see my hair, I don't see blonde hair. I look in my eyes, I see chocolate, not blue. And so how dare you try to hold me to a standard you know I could never attain and damage my self-esteem before I even knew what it was.
I think many people felt like that.
My oldest brother is dark skinned, very.
Mm-hmm.
Babe, I have what I call chicken skin. I did not like this mess. Growing up, I wanted to be black just like him. So at 10, I took my babysitting money and bought me some copper tone tanning stuff and went to the public beach in the housing project to work on my tan. And they all said, she's crazy. She's really crazy. But I thought black was beautiful. I wanted to be darker.
Yeah.
You know, the people that I knew that I thought were gorgeous, they were dark. And I wanted to just look like them.
Because growing up, you know, black wasn't, as children,
Baby.
even children would pick on
They
another
bullied
child.
my brother so much so that he would be fighting like every Friday. Absolutely.
Because of his
My
skin.
mother got him one day. She said, looking at the mirror, what color are you? And he hesitated and stumbled. She kept at him. She says, what color are you? And he said, I'm black. She said, right, and beautiful, and mine. And don't you dare ever let anybody make you feel bad about that. She said, when they tell the truth, it is not an insult. You are black. It's fine.
Yes.
Baby, that stuff right here and right here. I never forgot it. And it's helped me. Yeah. There have been times, many of them, when I've been the only black in the room. When I started working for the state of Alabama, for example, in 1975, in my state personnel training class, I was the only black person. And there were folk like Jim Folsom, who became governor of this state.
Did you experience racism in there?
Oh, God, yes. But, you know, I grew up accustomed to racism. Learned how to deal with it at an early age. So when the traveling companions, you know, oh, we're going to lunch, I said, me too. I'm right here for you, but you ain't leaving me out. You know, I've always gotten along with people of all races and colors because I try my very best to treat them just as people.
Yeah, with respect.
Respect, kindness. You know, if I can do something for you, I will. If I can, I'll tell you I can. I'll try to get you to somebody who can. You know.
Well,
but
for the most
I
part.
just am upset still that we as black people are not truly tuning into learning our own history. When we have access now.
A lot of the younger generation seems like they're giving up. You know,
They don't
in
know.
Tallahassee,
You
they're
know, I
giving...
talk to them in here when they come in by. They don't know things. So what I've done publicly through Facebook is offered my space. Anybody willing to come and teach black history, I will bear all the expense for a spot. I pay the rent here anyway. I pay the utilities here anyway. We can have class after I close. We can have class during the day. We can have class on weekends. And I've had 2 people respond, but they didn't follow up. They in the comments on the post, they said, oh, I'm interested. Oh, I'd be willing to do it. One of them I know will, and she's willing to drive from Talladega, which is 50 miles away.
Okay.
But right here in Birmingham, we got enough people to teach all the history of the building.
It's true, because I've ran into some of them.
Oh, baby.
And some of the young people in Tallahassee, they're giving up their land, their family land away because they don't know.
Don't care.
What?
My own children, child, I wanted to slap them. We don't want that house. We don't want. I see, you know, I worked as slave to pay for that house. But if you all don't want it, that's fine.
I hope whoever's listening to this can.
That's, you know,
will
what I'm
understand.
going to do is, so because my house is completely paid for, it's in good shape, and it's rentable, it's leasable. And so I said to them, even if you don't desire to live there, at least keep the property.
Yes.
Because you can always rent it or lease it.
Just keep it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm find me a workaround there. I'm leaving my grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it was good talking to you.
And my name is Shirley Ferrell. I
Yes.
am the owner of Ferrels African Wear.
Right here.
320 16th
And she
Street,
has
North
really
Birmingham.
nice clothes in there and beautiful
Let's take a
jewelry.
little peep.
Let's take a little peek. Come on.
1, 2, 3. Last one is the redneck. Whoa. Who's the redneck? Who's the redneck? Last one in is the redneck. Oh, there you are. Y'all don't care.
You're a rotten egg. You're a rotten egg.
So see, this is also one way that I'm trying to encourage educating our children. Feel that? Oh yeah, masks, sculptures, paintings, fabrics, yeah. But see, we want to start them like here.
Oh, that is nice. Look, Brielle. Look, Brielle.
I don't like that. I don't like that yet. I like that one.
Nice.
Because when children see us do certain things, what do? Follow our
Follow
example.
us, yes.
They learn from us. If we're wearing African clothing, why not put it on our children?
And I haven't done it. That's why she's saying that. So I got to do better.
Yeah, and I mean, we all had to start somewhere, you know. Always somewhere. So this, I put it out deliberately because I was showing it to a guy. He's like, what in the world is that? A maternity dress? Sir, now this is a handmade Ghanaian smock for men. And it's hand woven. It's worn by the chiefs of state there.
Wow.
It's worn by the business people there. So yeah, it is the equivalent of this for the Nigerians.
Okay.
So this is a grand buba.
Wow.
And buba. Dashiki suit goes underneath that to complete the set.
And these wraps. So
Did this one. So I take these to just kind of show, because people, first thing they house can't do that. Mm-hmm. You can't tie a rag around your head. Be serious. I mean, come on. And you know they really can't because they haven't. Now this is Nigerian gele.
that would look really nice on me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a Nigerian gele.
Gele.
Okay.
Gele. You got 2 ties, and that's it.
Okay.
Excuse us. She's filming, so you have to be quiet. Thank you. It's only going to be another few minutes. But I can get those in many, many different colors. The purple one I had, girl.
Okay.
Because I'm a purple people eater. I love purple.
She has fans.
So
Really
these are
nice
folding fans, African fan, baby. Let me tell you, nothing in the world better for the summer heat.
Yes. I feel it way over here.
And they fold very neatly
Okay.
for storage and carry. There's one in my car. There's one on my bedstand at home. And, of course, these ones here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do have them. Some people have complained, they also do, but they do have plain ones. So I've gotten a black and gold and silver in them as well.
Okay.
Nigerian.
Oh,
From the Caribbean.
I love that. I love that. I might get that one.
And of course, those are our people too, for
Yes.
Haiti. I had some visitors from Haiti, and they were blown off their feet by this. Because they said they had never seen their flag hung anywhere outside of Haiti.
Well, that's noted.
So I'm like, baby, Toussaint L'Ouverture was my hero from the time I was 8 years old.
What was his name?
Toussaint L'Ouverture.
Okay.
Yes, fought the French and won. Haiti is still the first republic.
They're marching for reparations now, 21 billion.
Yeah, and you know what the United States is doing? Kicking Haitians out.
That's true.
Or
Especially-
refusing to let them in. But, it's
Try this on. That's right. That's why I'm not.
God.
I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna get a quick
Quickly back here.
view of the jewelry. Really beautiful jewelry over here. And I knew if this was gonna look good. I knew it. Yes. Beautiful.
So this is
Where's that one from?
South Africa.
Oh,
Yeah, handmade.
wow. Wow.
Wanted one since I was 8 years old. Lusted after it. Finally got one like 2 years ago.
I really like this.
Nigerian wedding fan.
Oh.
So these would be made by the bridesmaids for the bride and presented to her on the day of the wedding. In her clothes. Things we've never seen.
Right. And won't never think it's from Africa.
Look, folks tell me, oh, that couldn't be African. It's got flowers on it. Are you crazy? For real crazy. So step back here, Sam. Before.
Okay.
So the fancier stuff, yeah, it's back
Okay.
here. As the lady said, the more expensive stuff back here, ain't it? I said, show is.
So is that like a wedding dress?
So this is a Nigerian, could be used as a wedding dress. It's handmade lace with organza and sparkles and beads, pearls.
Beautiful.
Can be worn as a wedding dress. I do have an actual wedding dress from Nigeria as well. Come on, baby, let it go.
And this was made in Nigeria.
Yes.
Wow. It's beautiful.
And again, with back accent. So when you're having your picture taken at the altar, you've got a beautiful sight there.
Wow. See,
this
many
one
people-
is from the Gambia. So most of us never even heard of the Gambia. It's next door to Senegal. And in fact, Senegal and the Gambia during colonization were combined into one country called Senegambia. But they are now getting their own map.
Okay.
This is from Cameroon.
Looks like it. It looks like it will be from Cameroon.
Yeah, you should have seen the other piece I had from Cameroon that went up out of here. Cause that thing was form fitting and beautiful. And the lady who bought it says she'll be back because she wants some more. But when I tell folk prices and they don't blink, yeah, I'm good. she didn't bat an eye. But I have caftans and robes and like this is an open caftan.
Wow.
Just put your little pants.
Is that for a man or a
dress,
woman?
Woman.
Okay.
Put your whatever on underneath.
Right.
And step beautifully. The Gambia.
Ooh, that material.
Rich. Senegal.
Goodness gracious. Where do they get their fabric?
They make it. Senegal.
Wow. This is amazing.
Senegal.
Wow.
Just riches.
You know, I it's just a shame
Yeah.
that
We don't.
we don't know this type of stuff.
Handmade Nigerian lace. Got your bra built in, fully lined. Made for the ages. Ain't none of that from the rot or nothing else soon. That satin.
Way better than Louis Vuitton.
Now, this is mud cloth. And I'm finding that people just don't know what mud cloth is. But back in the 60s and 70s, when we were all very Africa-centered, we began to see in this country examples of mud cloth. Mud cloth is only made in one country in the world.
Mhm.
That is in Mali, in West Africa.
Okay.
It is predominantly woven only by men. And they weave it into strips and then sew them together. The women are allowed to decorate them, and they are actually decorated using mud from a
Wow.
specific area. And once it's set, it's there. I have mud cloth pieces that are 30, 40 years old. Still look like that. These can be used as wall hangings, upholstery to cover chairs, pillows.
And it's just so detailed.
And it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It can also be worn like here as a wrap.
Mm-hmm. From Mali? Ooh. I wouldn't know how to act. If I went somewhere rocking around, they might call the police on me.
Diva, baby. Okay? And then people ask me sometimes, well, where do you wear your stuff? I wear it wherever I go.
Oh, this is so nice.
If I'm going to church, if I'm going to work, if I'm going to the grocery store, if I'm working in my yard.
Won't need a jacket.
No, girl, no. It can also double as a wrap.
Oh, okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
And if we belt it, baby, we go all the way.
Listen, I wonder if people will even know it's a mud. You said it's a mud cloth?
Mud cloth. Mud cloth. And it comes in a wide, this used to be the standard color scheme, but they now make it in all kinds of colors. You can get lavender and mint and peach and watermelon colors. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I use a lot of these fabrics for gaylings because it's stiff.
Okay.
So it'll take whatever form I want to get it.
Those little strings.
Yeah, but basically.
But it's coming along.
Yeah. And normally I don't pin, but with these fabrics I do because they're heavy and thick. So I would tend to just gather all that up and pin it.
Okay. And what kind of fabric is it?
This is called. Oh Lord, I'm gonna miss it.
Because it sounds kind of like plastic, but it's not.
It's wax treated.
Okay.
Damask.
Okay.
D-A-M-A-S-K. Damask. And a lot of times when we see people with dresses that stand way out, it's made of this fabric
Okay.
because it's very stiff. So baby, we got it on. For my big sisters, okay, because I used to be a big sister. My weight stayed around
tell?
250. So, yeah.
Did you just change your diet?
Yes.
Okay.
And my mind. First, I changed my mind. I no longer ate because I was mad. I no longer ate because I was upset. I no longer ate because it was present. I no longer ate because other people were eating. I started eating off a bread and butter plate instead of a regular sized dinner plate. At first, I could like mound it up. I could have a mountain of potatoes, but gradually I had to get it down to single serving. And then I got to where I had to leave some of each item on that little bread and butter plate.
You don't have to eat all of it.
Right. Because I grew up in a farming household. You did not leave my mama's table, leave no food on there. But generally it wasn't an issue because they done worked the stew out of you in them fields. So you were hungry enough to eat whatever was put before you, yeah. But, you know, people fed me when I was small if I was upset. So I learned from that. So get upset, get you a piece of cake, baby. Get some more cookies in there. Get you a spoon of ice cream.
I think I'm guilty.
Yeah, and so I had developed these really horrible eating habits. My mother had high blood pressure, heart disease, and adult onset diabetes. All of those are impacted by food. So I said, you know what? I really don't want to be dragging my children to the emergency room in the middle of the night because of blood pressure stuff. So I'm going to change how I eat, and I did. I increased my water. I now drink probably 100 ounces per day of water.
Wow.
I drink or imbibe somehow vitamin C in large doses every day. During COVID, I connected with people in the tropics and especially in the Caribbean because they had no vaccine, but they were not dying at the rate that we were. So they said citrus, 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 citrus,
I remember
citrus,
that.
citrus, and I did it. I kept my shop open except for the mandatory closed period. I sprayed every day, everything, misted with vinegar, orange juice, orange peel, and water. I used it to wipe down doors, handles, counters. I never, ever contracted COVID.
That's something to keep in mind because they're saying a new variant is trying to. Yes. So
it's just good for any time, so people say, because again, people who knew me, like, girl, what happened to you? Where's the rest of you at? I was, baby, I left it, didn't want it, left it. And I'm not going back. I lost that weight in my 40s. I'm 72.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I still dance every day for exercise, at least 20 minutes a day. I just put on my favorite music and jam it out. Yeah, I love Afro beats. Burna Boy is my favorite. Burna Boy, did you hear me? Yeah. Anybody? Woo. Anybody? Hey,
I love Afro beats too.
Oh, girl, look. I rock the whole street.
Wow.
They happy today because it's quiet.
So you said on first. Now I saw on a sign outside it said First Fridays is the Kelly Ingram Park. Is that where you go?
Yeah, sometimes. Okay. I'm grown, though. I'm old grown, so I go where I want.
So that's been happening for
years, at least 20.
And I'm just finding out.
We have bards and brews at the library once a month. They serve beers, custom-made beers, and local poets get to recite.
Oh.
Yeah, I am a local poet, so yeah, I have taken advantage of it sometimes. I'm also an actress, writer.
Okay.
I've written a one-woman play that I've presented pretty much statewide that is based on my great-great-grandmother's life, because she was a slave who lived to see freedom. Creasy.
What was her name?
Creasy.
Okay.
Creasy. Well, my mama said my name Lucretia, but these white people over here, they took the call at me Creasy, and I just says yes, and go on do what they say do.
And those were her words.
Oh yeah.
That's
because her
amazing.
name actually was at birth Lucretia, and when she was sold away from her parents, Creasy. Creasy. Babe, let me tell you, Tannehill State Farm is located between Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Okay.
It was the last foundry for the Confederate Army. This was where they made rifles, cannonballs, bullets, and those items were made by the over 600 male slaves that they kept there until March 31st, 1865. So on their way to Texas, they came through Alabama, through Selma, through that area out at Tannehill. They destroyed that place and set the people free. I had the wonderful opportunity. The University of Alabama sent an archaeological team to open up the ground where the cabins for the slaves had been.
Mm-hmm.
I was there when they opened the first one.
And where is it?
Between here and Tuscaloosa, straight out.
The name of it is
Tannehill, Tannehill.
So do people go there?
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful park. I love it.
Oh.
I love it. I go to fish. I go to hike. I go to swim. They have boating. They have horseback riding. There's a smithy still there where they make items out of iron.
Mm-hmm.
But when they dug up that cabin and opened it up, the first thing they saw that we could identify was a marble. And the guy handed it to me.
Shh.
I'm talking about my soul still quakes because the last time somebody had touched that marble had probably been a slave.
You have it?
No, I didn't keep it.
Oh.
I have pictures of it. There was also a Confederate belt buckle. Oh, that's when we got into the thing, because I was the only black in the group.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not quiet when people say stuff I don't like. So there was this one gentleman, when the belt buckle was discovered, he says, oh, they probably stole that. I said, oh, no, he probably paid with that, sir.
Uneducated. That was an uneducated person.
No, that was a racist-minded idiot who needed to be set straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And steal it. He paid some woman for her body with it. Now, how about that, sir?
He couldn't say nothing.
He didn't. And I did such a thorough job, I pat myself, of witnessing and writing about it, talking about it, that the local newspaper did an article about me and the opening of the cabin. So this guy sees it. It's in the Sunday paper. And he called Tannehill looking for me because he thought I worked there. And so they called me and said, well, this guy is just, he keeps calling, he's demanding to speak to you, and we've told him you don't work here. Is it okay if we, give him your number? I said, no, but you can give me his. So they did, and I called him, baby. He is a direct descendant of those Tannehill people who owned it. He looks just like them. Looks just like them. He has pictures, birth records dating back to when his people were held enslaved at Tannehill.
Oh my goodness.
They all look like them folks.
Are you still in touch with him?
Yes.
And
the white side, because they done their research too. Sister girl reached out to me, baby. She sent me a sheaf of paper to stick. Family history of the Tannehills. My life has been blessed. Yeah.
I'm glad I walked in here.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too.
I'm so glad I walked in here.
I'm getting the chill bumps a little bit, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Because I love sharing the stories. I think that we don't do enough of that. I would love to see a Saturday afternoon where all kids were invited in and you just come in and just talk about Black history. Most of them will deny that they're descended from slaves because we've been taught to be ashamed about that. I ain't ashamed. My folks were the strongest, most efficient, most productive folks on the planet. Nothing to be ashamed of. They stole them away. They brought them here. Folks couldn't speak the language, didn't know how to use the tools, none of that. And within 40, 50 years, baby, we rose to the top like cream.
That's right. Never stop trying.
This building was built in the 1900s.
Oh, wow.
In the 1920s.
Did you do the wall or it was like this?
No. It's owned still by the Black family that owned it when they bought it, when they built it. Lee family.
Okay.
So the Lee, his ancestor was like basically a white guy. And he gave him all kinds of stuff. He still owns probably about half of.
And he's a Black guy who owns it. Amazing.
And then he married into the Shores family. So Arthur Shores was one, if not the first, Black attorneys in the state of Alabama.
Okay.
Period.
Arthur Shores.
Arthur Shores. And so Mr. Lee's son married Arthur Shore's daughter.
Okay.
So the building you probably passed on your way from the Civil Rights Institute. So it's called the Shores Law Center.
Okay, I think I did see that.
But all of this was black owned. And for the most part, it still is.
The name of the street is 4th Street.
4th Avenue.
4th Avenue.
So this is also the historic Black Business District of Birmingham, Alabama, which again has been in existence since the early 1900s. Remembering again, slavery ended 1865.
Right.
So I ain't got no reason to be shaming my folk. I know some folk who need to be shaming their people. It ain't me. Yeah.
I agree.
But so like here, these are my people. You know, all these new people here. We got Kenyans, we got Jamaicans, we got Hawaiians. There is a group of people in Australia who actually have more African DNA than people in Africa.
Australia.
Because they walked across the strait
Okay.
and they stayed there. And they did not intermarry or intermingle. So I had a customer from Australia. It's the whitest man I ever seen. I'm talking about you literally see all his blood vessels through his skin. Thin, very, very pale.
So that means he has no melanin.
Right, none. So he called me over a weekend. I'm closed on Sunday and Monday. And he called and wanted to know if I would come and open up that Sunday so that he could shop for his wife. There was a dress in the window that he had seen that he wanted for her.
Okay.
I assured him I would not open up on no Sunday. I don't do that. But I did tell him I'm willing to come in on Monday. And so that's what we settled on. Once he saw the shop at me, he was just a smile, and he's a very nice person. And he said, you know what, I want to call my wife and have her to look at this and see if she likes it. I said, it's fine. Girl, his wife darker than me. With bright green eyes and reddish gold curls, natural. Because she is an Aboriginal.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, black people everywhere. We on every continent. Everyone. And guess what? We didn't destroy none of them. We didn't go
Not
to
one.
capture, contain, colonize, none of that. We went to see what was going on in the world. That's all. And, you know, I'm still teaching online about the Moors, you know, because people act like they don't know Moors existed. They actually took over Europe for a while. So Mansa Musa is the richest man in the world to this date, to this very second. He was a black man who took so much gold, it changed the standard in Europe. When you're talking about one country, the continent of Europe. He brought with him all these people. They settled in Italy. They settled in Spain. They ruled it. Ireland. The British Isles. Yeah. Black man. Mansa Musa.
I gotta look him up.
Baby, our folk be acting like they don't know nothing. I'm like, I need y'all to come up a little bit.
Yes.
You know,
It's gonna happen.
we got women, black women, who were kings, not queens, kings. Yeah, King Ty, for one. Oh, yes.
Wow.
That was a set.
Up here?
Those were done by the Budweiser Company years and years. I think it was in the 60s.
Great Kings.
Some people walk around and talk about, I'm king. Nigga, where your country? Where your gold? No gold.